Depot, Valley Marine, Union Gap, Washington. And like we mentioned in our last video, we're getting back into doing some walkarounds for you guys. And today we're really excited because we have a boat that we have wanted for a long time. We're standing in front of the 2022 2075 Fisherman. This boat is powered by a Mercury 200 main motor. That's going to be the V6, and it's also got a 9.9 kicker. The 9.9 kicker does have remote up at the helm, and when we take a look at the transom here, you're going to understand why. So we're going to start back here towards the transom, and we're going to kind of work our way forward, showing you some of the key features on this boat and some of the things that I really want you to take a look at. Number one, what I really like on this one is look at how much freeboard you have here. There's a lot of side height on this boat. This boat is a very big water boat. You're going to feel very safe, feel very secure inside the boat anytime that you take this thing out. This one's going to be in the silver and white color scheme. We've got the raised Lund emblem on the side, sitting on a galvanized trailer. The trailers now for 2022 all come with the spare tire and come with side guides on this guy. The galvanized trailer is an upgrade from the standard Lund guard. So we're going to move our way forward, and we're going to take a look at some of the other features on this boat. And one of the things that I do want you to notice is you start all the way back here at the transom as far as having the ability to walk inside this boat, and you can see how much room is inside the cockpit of this boat. This boat's going to be very similar to the Sport Angler, with having a windshield forward to allow more room in the back of the boat. Lund was looking to have a boat that was going to be a really nice trolling boat. Whether you're going out for steelhead or salmon, you're going to have most of your amenities in the cockpit with a usable bow area, just like the Sport Angler is. So when we come up a little bit further, you're going to see exactly what I'm talking about here. So up in the bow of the boat, not your traditional Lund bow with a huge casting platform. Still has a casting platform. You do get a lot of in-floor storage in here, including some rod storage, but you can see the size of the bow. Again, the whole purpose of this boat was to give you more room in the actual cockpit to be able to accommodate a lot of people for running around inside that boat. As you can see, this boat here, it's a Valley Marine Pro Staff boat. This one isn't for sale, but it's very few and far between for the 2022 model line. So before we put this out into the field, we wanted to make sure to get a video on it. So again, couple of key takeaways: really tall freeboard on here, really wide boat as well too. So it's got a decent sized beam on it and a lot of space inside the cockpit. We'll go back and take a look at the transom and see what's new back there. So here we are standing at the transom of the 2022 2075 Fisherman. Again, this is a new boat for the 2022 model year. I didn't mention it before, but they do make this boat in a 2075 as well as an 1875. With Lund's designations, it is a little bit misleading because the 2075 actually measures out at 20 feet 10 inches long, and the 1875 is 18 feet 10 inches long. So virtually you're looking at a 21 and 19 foot boat. But the big takeaway for the transom of this boat is going to be the actual transom height. So if you look back here, you've got a full height transom in here. When I was talking earlier about how this boat was going to be a really secure boat, this is what I mean. Really high freeboards on the side and a full height transom across the back. With the full height transom across the back, you really do want to put the remote style kicker on here. You want to have those controls up in the front. That way you're not reaching way over to try and grab that tiller handle. Tiller handle's often a kind of a peculiar position, so may not be able to get full tilt on it. So the remote is key as far as the kicker motor goes. In the transom here, you've got your washdown hookup, so it is actually out on the outside of the transom. You can lay your hose right here inside the splash well. Makes everything real inconvenient to grab, reach, be able to do your cleaning that way. 9.9 kickers as of last year. These are all EFI, so you got a really good function, really efficient motor. Everybody really likes the new EFI 9.9 kickers. And again, the main motor on this boat is going to be the 200 horsepower. I had the opportunity to take one of these boats out just a couple of days ago with a customer, and we were able to sit inside that boat. He was driving, I was riding in the passenger seat, and I did not have to raise my voice to talk to him. Really, really efficient motor, really quiet when you're inside the cockpit of this boat. And the ride is absolutely phenomenal. It was a really, really strong running boat, had a lot of performance to it. Really, really impressed with what Lund did on this guy. And then over here on the starboard side, we've got our boarding ladder. It's going to be a 3-step boarding ladder, comes down, able to get in and out of the boat. You have a grab handle here so that you can make your way from the back, step up here, over and inside the boat. And if you take a look down here, we've got our Garmin fish finder is what we installed on this one. It's got an EchoMap 93 SV, and anytime we do our rigging here at Valley Marine, you're going to see a transom board, and if need be, we'll put one of these splash guards on here as well too. So that's some custom stuff we do here at Valley Marine. Now let's take a look inside. So here we are at the transom of the boat, and there's a lot of nice options back here just like the rest of the boat. The first thing you're going to notice is you're going to have a transom mounted live well here. Live well is going to be nice and oversized. It's going to take up this whole area and just be able to handle all of your fish. When we were outside of the boat, I showed you that you had a really deep cockpit. You've got a couple of extra inches back here to the port and to the starboard where you can actually come back to the corner of the boat, be able to land a fish, and still have plenty of room for somebody to assist you with the net or what have you. You've also got some integrated jump seats. So you have those on the port side as well as the starboard side. And since we're down here, we can take a look at this rocket launcher rod holders. This is kind of your on-the-go rod holders. If you're running from one fishing hole to another, just put your rods inside here and you're off and running. And in between each one of those rod holders is you have a little area for putting one of your tools in there. Rod storage is abundant on this boat. So you've got your on-the-go rod storage back here. You've got both locking compartments on the port and starboard side inside the cockpit, and you can actually get optional rod storage for these compartments on the inside. As I flip that open, you'll notice all your canvas pieces. That's another nice thing on the Fisherman. You do have a canvas enclosure with a straight drop curtain that's on the back of this boat. So you can actually have some extra room outside here if you have that full enclosure and you purchase that option from the factory. So we're going to move forward on this boat and kind of get into the cockpit area. So now we're looking forward in the boat, and like I mentioned when we were outside, you still have a very usable bow area, but this isn't the main focus of this boat. You do have a seat pedestal down below here. You have plenty of room to get a couple of people up here to do some casting if you would like. And the other nice thing is that you have a lot of storage inside here. You got two big oversized compartments on either side, and then center line is going to be another rod storage. This is going to be a lockable in-floor rod storage, and it's going to be one of two. So step down here off of the platform, give this a twist, and you can see just how many rods you can get inside that guy. That's going to hold 10 rods on this one. And then there's another compartment, so 2 of 2 is going to be in-floor inside the actual cockpit area. I'm going to come around over here, and we're going to give this an open and show you what you're looking like down there. So again, just tons and tons of storage, tons of rod storage on this boat. Lots of room to be able to put your things. Underneath here is where we have your bow mount batteries. This boat's got a 36-volt system. Utilize the 36 volts with the 3 batteries, 2 on the port side, 1 on the starboard side. Kind of helps even out the weight and make this boat run really, really well. So I'm going to close these compartments, and we're going to take a look at the actual cockpit and the helm. So up here at the helm, pretty standard for Lund. We've got a tilt steering wheel. We've got an MP3 player over here. Backlit lighting as far as all of your switches and toggle switches. You can see we put the 93 SV EchoMap like we mentioned before on this one. That's on a ram mount there, so it's able to swivel around. And then over here off to the starboard side, we've got our main motor controls, and slightly behind that is our kicker controls. So there you have it. This is the 2075 Fisherman from Lund. Hope you enjoyed the video.